everybody, and welcome! My name is Ursa, and this is Civilization VII. It's patch 1.3.0 Tides of Power, and I hear you wanted to see an updated strategy that was incredibly powerful. It's a favorite of everyone, but my lord, never has it been stronger. We will be building on a known and loved strategy. Ibn Battuta, with his wildcard attribute points, and most importantly, his extra sight-on units, combined with travels of Marco Polo. I know, you've seen this before. 50 gold for every 100 tiles explored. It's better now. It's so much better now. Let's take Merchant Saddle, an extra movement for scouts, merchant settlers, and explorers. And what sort of absolute hilarity are we going to be doing? Well, that's right, it's Tonga time. Tonga, the newest antiquity civilization with the extra influence on palaces and city halls if they're adjacent to the coast, but that's not the thing we're excited about. The culture and happiness buildings? No, not excited at all. Not even the unique boat that can damage fortified districts. It's the Tahina, the Tongan unique scout, because it can enter ocean. Okay, you see where this is going? It's very, very powerful. Standard speed, Deity, Archipelago, huge map. When I say this strategy has early game momentum, I'm not lying. This is effectively an antiquity gold printing simulator. It's going to be brilliant fun. Now that, my dear friends, is what we call a Tonga start. Look at that. It's just a rubbish peninsula, and because of that, I love it. 3 reefs around. Oh, this is a start. Hey, you want to play on this start? You want to join in with the games that I play on the channel? You know how to do that. Of course you do, because you're on Discord already. Lovely stuff. Well done, everyone. Let's get started. Where do we get started? Let me remind myself. Oh, yes. Turn 1. Settle in place because I can. In all intents and purposes, this is a rubbish start, except it's not. Agriculture will give us the fishing key. That is +1 food on all fishing boats, because fish were tasty, but fished boats are even tastier. Delicious. After that, we're going to beeline sailing, because there's a new building on the block. Yes, I saw you looking, casting an eye over your shoulder. It's the harbor. This thing gives production on fishing boats, as well as giving an extra food on fishing boats. So if we have a fishing key and sailing and a harbor, this tile here isn't a 1 food, 1 production, 1 science tile. No, it will be a 3 food, 2 production, 1 science tile. And that's before we even get to the good bonuses. But that's not why we're here. You know that's not why we're here. Firstly, unique scout. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. And look at that. Because we're playing Ibn Battuta, every single unit gains +1 sight, including the scout, which is why we can see 3 tiles around. Lovely. We can also embark from turn 1. Now, I'm going to be finding luxurious encampments, but the mission is quite clear. We are going to be exploring as much of the map as possible by doing lots of searching, and the searching is going to find us all the goodie huts, and revealing the map is going to give us an injection of cash. To do this properly, that's right, lots and lots of scouts. We will be making, I would say, somewhere between 6 and 7. I'm really not joking. We're going to have a lot of scouts. Look at that. 3 discoveries already found, with a bit of production to help to push out the next brilliant stuff. And my first port of call, looking at the resources around, none of them are particularly exciting, so we are just going to work these 3 reefs. It's a lot of extra science, which is very nice for getting me sailing quickly. Oh, I forgot to rename my city after my wonderful channel supporters who support me on Patreon and Coffee and help me to do what I love. How silly of me. La Venta. City-states are good. We are all about that city-state life today, but not right now. Save our influence for a bit. Trust me, there is a time and a place to use it, and this is not that time. The quest, meet a distant land civilization or independent power. That's right, we can go to distant lands in antiquity because our scouts can travel over oceans. Now, they cannot disembark in distant lands. We are confined to the oceans and to the coasts costs, but we can still find everything. And when I say find everything, I do of course mean we can exploit everything. You will see just how much it is Tonga time very, very soon. We can also coastal raid discoveries, which is really handy because I don't have to stand next to Leventa and get hit. Very, very good. Stockpile influence. There is a time and a place to use your influence. It is not now. Ah, the first 50 gold. Did you see that? We are already printing gold on turn 5. Very nice indeed. Ooh, I like cheese. Do you like cheese? I mean, what a question. This takes me right back to my university days at the University of... Try not to talk about it too much. You may have heard me mention it before. I was given this choice quite often as a young boy. Would you like to spend your hours studying or sampling cheese? I think picking the top option in real life is why I dropped out. Probably. We don't talk about that. More fishing boats. Lovely stuff. More science, more production. Oh, it's going to be so much better. Don't you worry about that. So the different scouts are going to be doing different things. These two are going to just stay around my side of the archipelago, which is homelands. And then I'm going to send some either to the far left or the far right of the map to go and find distant lands. The homelands scouts will be going onto land. As much as it's fun to move them over the sea, the search button does reveal very large bits of the map and also finds me lots and lots of discoveries, which sort of guides me where to go. You want to play both of these. Look at all these new lovely resources as well. I like a lot of these. Turtles give you culture on warehouse buildings. Very good for your bigger cities. They stack very nicely. It's the cowrie. I love this resource. This is really interesting. 4 gold on cities or 2 science on towns. There aren't enough of these resources that give you choices. I love things that do different things in cities and towns. This is an amazing addition to the game. More of that, please. Yes, look at that. Ocean. We're on the ocean tile. The sea can't stop me. I am the sea. I was born in the sea. Probably. More discoveries. As Tonga, you're gonna find pretty much every discovery in the game, and it gives you such momentum. It's wonderful. Oh, an archer. Do I want an archer? Nah, that's not Tonga time. I'll take the gold instead. We're saving up to either buy myself another scout or to just buy the fishing key or the harbor. I don't know which one I'm going to go for just yet. One of them or the other. More gold. Did you see that? Another 50. Delicious. Yeah, I'm going to send this scout off far to the left and none of this infrastructure. We don't need it. Scouts, and more scouts. In fact, let me just buy this one and then make another. That means on turn 9, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 scouts. Is it enough? It's never enough. 4 scouts is never enough. That's fine. Don't even worry about it. This one, head off in a sort of up and left direction. You go in a sort of down and right direction. 60 culture for a little bit of gold. I print gold. That's wonderful. Fantastic. So that is chiefdom. But what now? Well, there's a few things that I need to get. Pretty quickly, we want to be going to the carver ceremony because this gives me 100% extra influence towards initiating and progressing befriend independent projects if the independent power is in distant lands. This is why we're saving up our influence. I'm going to find as many city-states in distant lands as possible and make my influence go a lot further. Sure, I could spend 170 of it on Leventa, but it's not worth it. I would really like production and science on fishing boats and cities. That's lovely stuff. In fact, there's a lot of good stuff in the Tongan tree. But to start with, we're going to be doing the usual, going mysticism in order to get a pantheon before too many people pick one, and then to discipline so that we can get survey, because this gives scouts 1 extra movement and 1 extra sight. You enjoying the movement? 3 movement scouts at the beginning of the game? Certainly means I can explore fast. A quest. Do I meet all homeland civilizations in order to get a little bit of culture? Or do I train a settler to get a migrant? Definitely that one. I would rather have a 3 migrant. And there's the wild card. 2 wild card points. What do I pick? Well, seeing as we're leaning into the Tongan abilities, we're going to go diplomatic. +1 influence per age, and then 50% extra influence towards initiating and progressing befriend independent projects. That's right, we're stacking. So already 170 goes to 114, but we're not doing it. Sorry, Leventa. You're going to have to wait. Now we need the monument. Let's rush that quickly now. The influence is very tasty indeed. And why not go Classical Republic? I still maintain it is, of all of them, by far the best. Then toolmaking. Charismatic leader is very good, but I want to print these scouts just a little bit faster. You know, really commit to the strategy. Really commit to it. Now, watch my gold start to climb as we explore more and more and more of the map, because don't forget, coast and ocean also count as revealed tiles. It doesn't have to be land. It's just any part of the map. All of it counts, and all of it is incredibly tasty. Speaking of tasty, more reefs. Delicious. 50 gold. We're getting about 50 gold per turn already. Not bad for turn 12. Not bad at all. Atolls. Atolls count as rough terrain. They stop your movement. Quite like them. They look very pretty. They are gorgeous. Look at that shading and the color schemes. Oh, Civ 7 really is pretty. 265 gold. Excellent. Let's immediately put down our harbor. I would like to, in theory, build over so I can build some buildings on other islands. I'm going to put the harbor on this tile here. That's already 4 bonus production. Lovely. All these islands over to the left count as homelands, so we are none the wiser as to where the distant lands are at the moment, but don't worry. This is a huge map. We will find them in time. Discovery, discovery, discovery. Everything is a discovery when you're playing Tonga. Look how many reefs are around here. This right here is looking like the perfect Tonga settlement, which is ridiculous considering it's just a tiny island. Anything that has reefs is 100% something that we want to settle as quickly as possible. Look for the science in the water, speaking of. Look, there's a bunch around here as well. There's some to the north as well. Put a settlement there and we can grab everything. Think it's time for a settler? I do. It's worth a migrant, so we gain another population just for producing one, which is lovely. You can't say no to that. A horseman is lovely, but that is expensive. I'm glad we didn't have to seriously consider buying that. Another 50 gold right there. Keep letting it print. Napoleon. I'm gonna play neutrally with everybody. I don't really care. I could trade maps though. I kind of want to keep my maps to myself. Yeah, sure, it would give me a little bit of gold to share it, but not that much gold. I'd rather keep it all to myself. Franklin of Greece. Frankly, I'm unimpressed, but I will meet everybody sooner rather than later. That's why they call me Ibn Basuna. Yes, they do. Clearly do. So that is the 3 easy reefs to claim. There are more around, but I'm gonna pick up this turtle because not only is it a lovely culture tile, but it also gives me a resource in this city that gives me another culture because of my 1 warehouse building. And we'll get more of those very soon. So many more reefs over here as well. Yep. We've got some lovely settlement opportunities. 2 more people. Hatshepsut of Egypt. Hello. And Roman Lafayette. I do please. Hello. More gold. Here is the fishing key. Extra food on all of my fishing boats. Extra culture from the turtles. And extra science and culture for completing a district next to the palace. It's just a really good thing overall. Have I ever told you how much of a charismatic leader I am? I feel like I've mentioned it before, but yeah, I'm so charismatic. An expansionist city-state. That is one of the few that I would be tempted to rush. Yes, I am going to spend some influence on you because, I mean, they're just brilliant. Food on food buildings is something we are particularly keen to use, so keep an eye on that. Grand Canyon, a lovely spot indeed. Mysticism, giving me a pantheon, and let's have a quick look. Oh yes, here we go. 1 production on fishing boats and settlements with an altar. Yeah, we're going to be getting that pretty quickly. We'll save up for that altar as soon as we can. Now, discipline. Let's get survey. Settler gives me the migrant. Lovely stuff. And where does my first settlement want to go? There's quite a few options for first settlement, to be honest. Let's go here to start with. Here's my extra population. There comes a point where you think, I need a little bit of production. Maybe I should get some mines. And then you think about it hard and you think, there's no point. I might as well just get nothing but fishing boats. They will gain me more production than getting mines. You'll see. Don't worry. You will see. Distant lands. We found distant lands. Turns out it wasn't very far away. So now that we are in distant lands, you will notice that my scouts cannot disembark. They are now stuck. Stuck at sea. But no worries. We're looking for independent nations. We're looking for city-states. Targets to suzerain. That's all we're really looking for. That's all we really need. We are gaining so much gold from exploring, not only from the discovery discoveries, but also from the trails of Marco Polo. And there is the altar, which will already give me 5 production, 20 production, and we've got nothing but fishing boats. Yep, that's right, 3 production there on a single fishing boat on a reef. These yields are only baby yields as well. That's the ridiculous thing in all of this. It's gonna get worse, so much worse before it gets better. My second settler, where am I gonna go? All places are good, but again, sticking to the places with a lot of reef. 50 gold for a 3 technology? That, you don't get that option, but that's very good. Pottery for 3. Lovely. One of the many reasons why having this many scouts is just a wonderful thing. Find me the city-states, please. Where are you? Here's one. A settlement number 2. And unfortunately, I will have to build over one of the reefs in order to get the fishing boats out of the way. I want to put the harbor down there so we can get some buildings if we do want to convert this into a city later, which is unfortunate, but I'm sure they will forgive me. I'm sorry, reefs. I'm sorry. Okay, I mean, already this town is making me quite a lot of gold, quite a good chunk of food, and we've only started. Shungshak, a distant land civilization. Hello, hello. I've got 329 influence, and I'm going to spend approximately 0 of it on you. And this is what I was looking forward to. Sure, 1 influence on fishing keys is a very, very good ability. You unlock this by finding somebody on distant lands. I love this. I've played with this all, before, and it gives you anywhere between about 6 to 10 influence per turn. But 1 extra movement on our scouts. This just prints gold. Oh yes, take it. Take it and be rich. Discipline. We just need a full change now. All the extra gold, and scouts gain another movement and extra sight. Oh, this strategy has only just begun. Just another casual reef with 7 yield. Lovely. Now to irrigate for the extra settlement limit, and then we'll head towards writing. And now some Tonga abilities. I think I'm gonna get the extra culture and then head towards the extra influence. Look at the extra visibility. Look at it. We will discover so much about the map so quickly now. My gold. It's climbing up and up and up. Look at it, it just keeps going up. I'm genuinely struggling to spend it quickly enough. I really am. Just make sure you pull enough away from the edge of the map so that you're not sort of pointlessly doubling up on it. But look, the scouts, all of this visibility and 5 movement per turn. Move. See. Oh yeah. Reveal your secrets, including city-states. Excellent stuff. We've already unlocked Vietnam. What do you reckon? Do we get resources? No, I don't think so. Just fishing boats. Nothing but fishing boats. 4 gold in cities or 2 science in towns. I would always take the extra science in the early game, especially when we're printing gold like we are. And then Leventa might be about to get just a little bit fruity with me, which I'm not entirely keen on. So just a quick slinger for me. Lots of the map, lots of the map. Reveal it all to me. Yes. And here is my first harbor over in my next town. Next thing I want to build a boat. Just make sure you have 1 of everything unique. They typically give you a significant amount of bonus events. It's always worth just having a peek and seeing if it will give you something. Okay, we found a lot of independent nations and distant lands now. Just saving my influence up so we can get maximum boosts. And that's pretty much circumnavigated the world. Unfortunately, no bonuses to that anymore. I miss that in Civ 6. That was always a good part. That's a good thing to get, I think. Another fishing key. There you go. So all 3 settlements have the harbor and the fishing key now, all built up and lovely. Would I prefer to have happiness on lighthouse or extra trade route range? Always take the trade route range. It's very handy indeed. And a codex? Well, we like to win, and having codexes will literally let you win. So we shall. The 4th settlement. We're a little bit ahead of the curve, but this is fine. I want to be able to build over this gap. So this settlement, I'm going to start with a granary instead. Slightly different tactic. An expansionist point. There we go. Production towards settlers. Kind of needed that a little while ago, but that's fine. I'm sorry, did these Leventa rapscallions just pillage my altar? How dare you? Fine, I will befriend you, saving my influence, but I'll befriend you because you're being mean. Okay, now my boat's out. We've got plenty of firepower here to fix the altar. So many distant land, independent nations. This is great. And our culture building, it's here. Excellent. Now we will go to La Battuta origins. Receives a free trade route every time I become a suzerain with a city-state. That's very handy. And now Takava ceremony. In fact, I need to make sure my culture is nice and high. So once the altar is finished, I will start work on the monument. Let's go for currency and then navigation. We're a seafaring nation. We need all of the seafaring techs we can get. Mississippi Himiko. That's a strong pairing. Actually, it's Himiko, Queen of War. So if I want anything boosted, I should do it because she'll just automatically do it. We'll go for the farmer's market and support it. Lovely. It's the blowholes. It's the new wonder. Oh, it looks cool. It looks very cool. That'd be a good one for Isabella to have. My scouts have now really circumnavigated this huge map. It's only turned 34 on standard speed, so it's not like we've been going for that long at all. Absolutely wild. We've found so many independent powers. No one else will have found these because it takes ages to get sailing, and then obviously people can't cross into distant lands. I can. I have that ability. I'm amazing. At least the altar's repaired now. That was very messy. Monument time. Let's put another district next to the palace. It's mainly the influence. That's kind of what I'm after, and the culture. To be fair, kind of anything the monument gives me is what I'm about today. My scouts from the other sides of the world are meeting up with each other. That's so funny. They're like, how did you get here? And they're looking at me going, no, how did you get here? The blue hole. It's the other one. It's the other new wonder. Tell me Sucrotact has been working on this game without explicitly telling me that Sucrotact has been working on this game. The blue hole, one of the most famous mods in Civ 6, has made its way finally into Civ 7. And I say about time. Leventa, are we chill? Could we be chill? Is that okay? Thank you. I'm glad they're so understanding. Okay, as we get more gold now, seeing as all 4 settlements have the harbors and the fishing keys, the monuments go in, get to population 7, quickly go to urban center. It's still meta. Yep, fishing obviously would be a good option, but it's still not good enough. So here we go. The monument, the extra culture, the extra influence, and then we can put it back to growing town. I do need as many fishing boats as possible. Okay, second piece of the unique puzzle has been made. 16 turns until the carver ceremony. Feels like a long time. We can do it. We believe we have the power. It's so bad, but whenever I see this city-state, just out the corner of my eye, I always think he's wearing rabbit ears. Of course it's not rabbit ears, Ursa. Don't be so ridiculous. It just every time I look out the corner of my eye, it looks like that. More culture, please. Thank you. Charismatic leader, back in. Up to 26. That's 6 extra culture per turn. Lovely. 7 population. You know what that means. Urban center. Buy the monument. Oh, I don't have enough gold. Would you believe I don't have enough gold? That's ridiculous. Come on, reveal more of the map to me. There's the gold. Monument and purchase. Flip back to growing town. Yay for culture. +1 migrant. You know what that means. Another boat. 100 gold in a turn there I just got. Just a straight 100 from exploration. You just set fire to something. I would really appreciate it if you didn't do that. I hear you like reefs. More of them, please. More and more. I'm regretting not splitting my docks up a little bit. I was very much waiting for something that probably wasn't going to happen. We'll try and build Colossus and that'll let me build over. I should just build the unique course out. I mean, yeah, 1 adjacency is not what I wanted. Like, this tower would have been so much better if I'd built there, but never mind. I don't know why I built there. Why did I put that there? There was a reason for it at the time. Don't know what that reason was. It was something. There was some reason there. Okay, there it is. 100% influence. So it was 170 influence to start befriending a city-state before on distant lands. It's now 68, which is why we've been saving this whole time. Fortunately, some of these will already have been started, like HUZZAH has been gobbled up, but you're fine. And actually, I'm going to just boost a lot of them as well. Troy, Gordium, Shumron, all of these are super cheap to do. Champa will be taken, unfortunately. Duvodorum, yep, you'll do fine as well. Finally, this scientific city-state. So that's going to be about 7 or 8 we're going to claim just off the bat, right there. And there's more to come. Love it. You want a diplomatic or an expansionist point? Ooh, good question. Diplomatic allows me to go for tons of yield once we've hit lots of suzerains. This would get me just more food, though. I'm going for the big play later. Diplo point. Go all in on the same thing. That's what I say. And now, production and science on research. Yeah, this is good. Let's get it quick. Oh no, Blackbeard. This is quite interesting. I've never actually played against Blackbeard. Blackbeard of Carthage as well. An interesting pick. Why is it an interesting pick? Well, the thing is that all of his naval units can attack mine. I've got to be very, very careful with my scouts. They all count as naval units. Great Steely is still available, you know. All right, I'll try and build it. I don't know if we'll get away with it. Ah, here we go. Settlement limit is really good, but how about food on food buildings? That's 24 extra food already. Lovely. And another diplomacy point. Maybe I should have gone for an expansion point before. I don't know, probably. This is somewhat useless. We start getting repeatables, 3 influence and 5 happiness per age. It's really not that good. Let's take the extra happiness and be begrudgingly annoyed that I picked the wrong thing. So why have I got wool? Well, when I suzerained this city-state, it made a trade route automatically. That is going to be a play pattern that we will see a lot of. That's the pirate stronghold. I found it. It's not a million miles away from my land. Oh no, that's not good at all. I think that's all 4 monuments in place. Yep, it is. Lovely. Probably settle out more now. Look at the extra growth. Oh, yep. A lot of cities are getting a lot of stuff now. Just keep picking up the reefs. More and more and more. Never stop. Won't stop. Currency means I can have specialists. Navigation now. Let's get those lighthouses in. Look at all the discoveries. Blackbeard, what have you been doing? They're everywhere for you to claim. There it is. Production on fishing boats and cities. Science on fishing boats on reefs in all settlements. Yep, you saw that right. 32 science. Just gonna pop these cards in there. Just for a little bit of extra. 79 science. We are now comfortably in the tech lead. Love it. Influence on monuments adjacent to the coast. Let's pick that up quickly. Then we'll get the settlement limit. Steely is being rushed, by the way. You can see I've got 1 corner. How's this one doing? Nowhere near at the moment, but the AI does have a habit of just rush building that from nowhere. So I'm not going to take that one for granted in any way. And as you can see, look, the reefs are now giving me 3 science and the production is pretty large. So question is, do I want to make any other settlements into cities now? I kind of do. Shishton is population 11, which means that it's cheapest. So we're going to go Super Stevio first, 200 gold, like so, which makes all of the boats more productive. And we can start to build the altar immediately. Or do we do that? Do we build the unique quarter first? I'm going to say yes. We build the unique quarter first because I need a few of these. 2 culture for every trade route to a city-state. I've got 1, but we're going to get a bunch in the next few turns. So keep an eye out for that. Now, how much is the next city? 500 gold. We should be able to afford that in maybe a turn, depending on my scouting. Pirate boats. Okay, I'm not going to go too close to Carthage. More city-states. Well, this one counts as independent in the distant lands. Nice. We'll grab that nice and quickly. Here is city number 3. And again, look at that adjacency. Let's get that unique quarter sorted. Perfect, perfect. How much for the last city? 750 gold. Expensive, but I think we can do it. Great Steely. 200 extra gold, just in case you didn't think I had enough of it. Now I do. City-state bonus. Extra happiness sounds good. Social policy slot sounds good. Festival grounds. That is quite useful, to be fair. I don't have much improved flat terrain in my lands because it's all boats. So I don't think in this instance it is as useful as you would think. Let's go for the warehouse bonus buildings. We're going to be building a lot of warehouse bonuses very, very soon. There's extra settlement limit. I'll take that quickly. Speaking of, 11 culture. Nice. Just a little bit more. The lighthouse, which of course was the building that I've been looking for in order to then cross the ocean. We're just trying to build our national wonder. 2 culture and 1 extra culture and 1 extra food on fishing boats. That's a lovely thing right there. The Great Lighthouse, +1 sight to all naval units is, I mean, pretty ridiculous, but we're going to go for writing mastery just to boost our science up a little bit. Production towards wonders is very helpful, and priesthood for the gold. Every time I see these 9 yield tiles, oh, not even the most production we can get. We haven't even got the altars in those cities. It gets worse. That's the thing. It gets worse. There's the settlement limit, which I guess I probably should do something with. Lovely redwood forest over there, but I mean, it's more reefs. Reefs are what I'm looking for. I've already seen how good they are. Actually, there's a bunch over here as well. Okay, over here. No fresh water, but a lot of reefs and a bunch of sea resources. Lovely. Should we get a free merchant? I realize we haven't actually got any merchants yet. It's just all the 3 trade routes I've been getting, which, you know, of course, count. Oh, just all the extra 3 gold I'm still to this point getting. I mean, I've almost discovered the entire map now. now. Only 59 turns into this huge standard speed game. It's totally fine and normal. You know what time it is, though? It is still Tonga time. That's why this is all so successful. All of the city-states now giving me all of their bonuses simultaneously. Lovely stuff. I hear you like warehouse buildings. Yep, we're going to be getting all of the warehouse building bonuses because early game, they are amazing. Ooh, let's get a 3 market purchase. Yes, I can probably put that somewhere very tasty. Yeah, I can. That is just 8 gold per ton right there. Lovely. It's my national wonder. Fishing boats in my capital are very much ridiculous now. Let's just check in here. Yep, that's 4 food, 4 production, 3 science, and 1 culture on a single tile. Very balanced, very normal. Nothing to worry about there at all. That's entirely the game intended it to be. There's the culture point as well. Lovely. We're up to over 100 science and we're beaming towards over 100 culture. Yeah, these Deity AI yields cannot keep up with me. The momentum of this build is wild. Now, the lighthouse. I think I do want to put my unique quarter over there. So the lighthouse is going to go onto this tile. 5 turns to build that. Expensive, but worth every penny. And my 4th city. 4 cities out of 4. Lovely. That's much less gold now, unfortunately, but that's okay. Get all this extra production. And then the unique quarters. Get that built, please. I mean, obviously the cost of buildings is high now. I can't get away from that, but I think it's worth having 4 cities, especially if the city-states come in and give us more and more resources. Where are you from? Shengal. Where is that? Over here. Fine. I'll befriend you. Please go away. Colossus has been built. That was a very quick Colossus, for sure. I'm always amazed at how quickly Colossus is picked up. I mean, it really is just beelined. No matter. Mathematics time. Go get the academies and all of the codices, please. Well, that's a good route. 2 sources of silver and some camels. Lovely. Go, merchant, go. What other things can we do? Let's go for the social policy slot. Then, warehouse bonuses. I mean, you can see where this is going to go. Oh, what do we do now? That's right. Warehouse bonuses. And then, our military's a little harder because there's not much of a choice. We'll go for war support in case, you know, anyone does randomly attack us. It could happen. Gold for trade routes. Let's do that because we are going to put a lot of trade routes out now. And the extra resources. Good to see them. 1065, over 100 yield on both science and culture. We've only 4 cities. That's pretty good. We've barely built anything as well. Like, there's barely anything happening here. Just you wait. This has only just got started, this party. Bronze working and barracks. Nice production buildings there. The lighthouse is finished, which means now I can build a 5 adjacency. Look at that unique quarter. It's a lovely thing. A beautiful thing indeed. Quite like these barracks, admittedly, but we will focus on the good stuff for now. Speaking of, the rest of my gold for a little bit is going to be getting my settlement limit right back up to the top. We're currently sat on 4 settlements, which is fine. 4 cities is really good, but I could use some towns for the gold. I'm missing that gold. As much as I would like citizenship, finish that off, and then we'll go for the settlement limit afterwards. A 3 altar purchase? Oh, that's nice. Do I have altars everywhere? No, I don't. Okay, well, that's useful. Ta-da! We've unlocked Bulgaria. Apparently 3 altars? Okay, so I actually don't have an altar somewhere. Teddy's Ursa. Yes, okay, this place has very limited space. When it comes to cities, this is not a very good city. I just wanted to get all that extra yield. I have a bit of a scouting problem, by the way. Apart from, like, the occasional blob in the real edges of the map, we've now revealed everything on turn 66. That's a huge map completely explored. Oh, Ibn Battuta, I love you so much. What a strategy. What a strategy. The first unique quarter is done. And now I can give influence to them as well. Perfect. So this thing gives 2 culture for every trade route I have with a city-state, which, considering I have a lot of separate suzerains going already, that's quite a few. Just making sure to befriend the city-states around the places I'm going to settle. I don't want anybody getting angry with me. And angry with me, they will likely get if I start settling by them without explaining myself first. Look at the yields on warehouse buildings at the moment. These things just give me a bit of everything. They're fantastic. Just get them all built. This is a warehouse building spam build, and we love it because of it. Second unique quarter, and another 20 culture has come in. It's pretty good. Still making all of these different reef improvements. I'm never going to get over how brilliant these are and how much science I'm getting. Tonga is not particularly a science civ. Yeah, here we are. Just absolutely having hilarious times. Hill forts. Yeah, go on then. I'm unlikely to build many of them. That is for trade routes. That's what we're getting here. Beautiful. And some turtles. Quite a bit of culture. 4 culture on each turtle. Lovely. And a manual trade route made. 2 sources of silver, some camels, and some elephantine. Lovely. Silk Roads is now powering up. You'll love to see it. You know what? Survey, I don't actually need you anymore, which is a ridiculous thing for me to say, but there we are. Let's get the extra culture and some food in all settlements. Citizenship's really quite good. Okay, entertainment and then organized military. I could settle out to 12. I would have quite the happiness penalty doing that, but it's tempting. City-state bonuses. I'm going to get a load of codices. So let's get science on the ones that I have and more trade ships. Actually, the only one resource there was some rice, but hey, percentage food in settlements is something I'll never turn down. And up to 200 culture. This unique quarter is rather ridiculous. I'm enjoying it. Let's get some wonder production. That's what we're going to be working on now, I think. And wonder construction. Pyramids, Ursa, the Great Lighthouse. Build everything I can. You know what? I could get more adjacency here on my unique district, which is tempting. I don't want to build over any reefs. That's the problem. Build over this one. I'll move that. That's fine. And here is settlement number 5, which I'm hoping is going to become very effective very quickly, especially given how many reefs are around it. Yeah. This should be pretty easy to grow. I could put a specialist down. I really could, but each one of these fishing boats gives me 3 production. Why on earth would I move them? I don't know. I don't know why I would. Ooh, warehouse buildings provide more food. Lovely stuff. And some more elephants. Carthage is trying to build Bursa. Well, it's probably not one I'm gonna win, seeing as they build it much quicker, but never mind. Blackbeard is getting a lot of wonder building done. A worrying amount of wonder building. But he was supposed to steal things, not build them himself. What is this? 265 culture, 4 unique quarters finished, and my stats are so far above everyone else's, it's ridiculous. Not that that's a problem at all. We like this state of affairs. It's good. It's fun. Yeah, Bursa was built. That's kind of fair enough. That is Carthage's thing, you know, building their own wonder. I understand. We'll build something else. Don't worry. We'll find something else we can do. Pyramids are being built. Well, I'm 1 turn off that one, so I'm hoping that I should be able to pull that off. Although, saying that, we have been disappointed before. Fishing key, casually giving 9 food, 1 gold, 1 science, 2 culture, and 1 happiness. Of course it is. I love it. I love it so much. It's so excessive. And this is settlement number 6. It can be found just bottom left of my empire. Some great fishing boats. We've got some turtles, some pearls, then also marble, gold. Lots of very good stuff here. If I've played my cards right, and hopefully I have, this should be a double wonder completion turn. It is indeed. There's the Great Lighthouse. Now, I needed more visibility on all of my boats. I have so much of the map left to reveal. Ignore the fact that the entire thing is revealed and it was done by like turn 60. I really like the model for the Great Lighthouse. They've really done this one well, I think. Look at the fire at the top. Yes, it is exceptional. It's so pretty. And pyramids, obviously now they've removed the desert restriction on this. It is substantially easier to build. I built this one on a tropical marsh instead of, you know, in the desert. That's totally how the pyramids were supposed to be. Don't stress about it at all. That actually means that the boats on this navigable river are even better than they were before. I needed more production, as I'm sure you can understand. There is no such thing as too much production. 2 codices, up to 270 culture now. Colosseum, can we build you? 6 turns, thank you. Pyramid of the Sun, that is admittedly a longer build, but we could cook with that. Or do we get the library first? I'm actually tempted to get the library first, you know. Let's build that, and then the academy. That's probably more useful than the wonders because I need spaces for my codices. Khotan, please leave me alone. 2 turns and maybe will leave me alone, but I appreciate it if you left me alone quicker. I'm behaving myself here, but you are being incredibly annoying. Silk Roads. And I have settlers now for 8 settlements. Do I just push straight through? Do we go all the way to 12? I am very tempted. Oh, I miss anything you need to know about me. It's if I get tempted to do something, then chances are I'm going to do it regardless of whether or not it's a good idea or not. I'm actually thinking 4 cities in antiquity might be maybe 1 too many. The production cost on buildings has added up and it is pretty brutal. Don't know. I'm still trying to work that out in my head as to whether or not it's worth it or not. But yeah, feels quite harsh. Reefs, reefs and more reefs. That's what we're looking for right now. I realized the name on this one didn't stick. I apologize. I can't get over these yields. I really can't. It's just some random town and it's making more science than a city with libraries and it's crazy. Mechanized marvels. Research engineering, gain a wildcard attribute point. Absolutely, that sounds amazing because I've already got it. I'll just take the point. Thank you very much. What do I want to do? Oh, yes, there you go. Food per age on warehouse buildings. I have a lot of warehouse buildings if you hadn't noticed. Citizenship. I have a feeling. I have a card that gives me quite a lot of culture now. Yep, there it is. 36 culture, 3 culture for every city-state I'm suzerain of. I have 12. Imagine if we were playing Tecumseh. That's all I'm saying. Just imagine. Imagine if that's who we'd picked this game. This game would have been over already. Scientific city-state. I'm actually going to go for Garden of Wonders. I don't normally do this, but 5% production towards constructing buildings for every scientific city-state we're suzerain of. This is my 3rd. I have quite a large production penalty on buildings because of my 4 cities. That goes some way to negating that, which is handy. Yeah, I just took a turn off my academy. Very good. Settlement number 7. Unlocked Inca. Start you off with a lovely fishing key. Just get that food in nice and quickly. And the reefs begin already. The reefs are so good, I'm even getting them before the camels. Yep. Settlement number 8. Okay, I will get camels. No, I won't. 5% food in all settlements. Yeah, that rice is good. Oh, yeah. Stack it up. Yeah, you know what? I am going to go to 12 settlements. I'm going to just do it. I'm going to settle all the way to the points. Why not? Who's going to stop me, eh? Who? No one. That's who. Nobody. 2 codices. We have 5 of them and quite a bit of science now. Let's start getting some masteries that will help, including this one. 1 culture on culture buildings. Beautiful. Whenever you're over the settlement cap, come into the resource allocation menu. This is always a good place to go because this gives you a good sense of how much capacity you have to go over the settlement limit. You can see some of my towns here have just drifted into the minuses, but the cities can probably handle 1 or 2 more. Yeah, okay, at some point you will stop celebrating, which isn't great, but once you've got 6, 7, maybe 8 policies in your government, you don't really need a bigger one. You'll be able to cope. That's what I'm saying. Colosseum? I think that's Colosseum. This is effectively infinite happiness in my capital because it gives happiness for every quarter. Really good if you are piling on the specialists. Not that I am. I don't have a single specialist this game and we're still doing really well. Terracotta army built. No matter. Oh, really burning through the codexes now. In fact, I have academy, academy, academy all built in 2 turns. So that would be good space for that. More city-states. Culture on culture buildings or production towards wonders. Oh, I'd love the culture, but I don't need it. So we're going to go for the production towards wonders. That will help just to get those last few victory points over the line. Tornado outbreak. Uh-oh, the source of horse will become a Horsenado. This is the straight to DVD version of Sharknado that was released several years later, just Horsenado. It did not do well. No one needed to see that. Nobody at all. There is the space. Excellent. Back up to 161 gold. It really does help to have towns. It's amazing how little gold you make if you upgrade to cities. That's the one huge difference, I think. It's really been made more extreme by the changes to cities in the recent patch. Just gold production. Towns equal gold, cities do not. Not unless you have a very, very particular build. Horsenado is off. Never will we see its like again. Oh no, it's in the sea. It has become a Sharknado now. Uh-oh. The wheel and villas. I like to build villas. Lots and lots of influence on those. Great library. It's done. Just check in on the score. 5 wonders, 8 points, and finished Great Library in Silk Roads puts me on 9 points. We can do better than that. I think we can probably max this out. Oh, capital city radiates authority. It's the happiness crisis. Okay, well, we haven't not founded any settlements, so that's good. And I'll take the incompetent ministers. What's new, am I right? Oh dear. 1 gold for each imported resource. That's nice. This one gives 16. This one gives 30. Well, we know which one we're going to have. Beautiful. As the last few settlers are finished, we are now fully in wonder production mode. Some wonders are better than others. I am aware of this, but if it's a wonder and I can build it, I'm building it. Simple. This city-state down at the bottom of the map is attacking me. What? How? How do you know where I am? That's concerning. I'm Tonga. I'm supposed to be the one doing the ridiculous ridiculous navigation. Not you. I don't like it. Another city-state. Wow, we have a lot of military ones. That's not particularly useful. Ranged in siege. There we go. Flat bow. If anybody does attack me now, they'll regret it. That's a lot of production towards naval units. Like, I saw there was a couple of cities down below me that I could settle. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 copies of hardwood. Maybe just building tons and tons of boats is what I need to do. Maybe we are just the official boat people forever. Maybe. It's a simple life. You settle a city, you build a fishing quay, you build a harbor, you move on, you refuse to elaborate. But all these sources of gold are particularly nice, as is the limestone, which is kind of the reason I'm here, because this is all production bonuses towards wonder. That is now 15% extra production, combined either with the marble or the ivory, either 10% or 30%, depending on the terrain. It's a lot of wonder bonuses. Nalanda, because I didn't have enough codices before. Plus, I think it's a really pretty wonder. Any wonder that's built in a circle in a hexagon game, I don't know. There's something about it I like. Science attribute point, and loads of space for codices. Beautiful. We want a future civic already. Wow. Well, that escalated quickly. Let's now build Angkor Wat. And just because the Gate of All Nations. For a discounted price, I think you should be able to build the Gate of Half Nations. Like, I don't need all of them. Just half of the nations is enough nations for me. Can I do that? The game should let me do that. Am I going to build any specialists? No. Just fishing boats. It's fishing boats all the way down. Am I ever going to specialize any of my towns? That is also a good question. And again, nah. Just build everything out. Why not? Oh no, I'm not prepared for this. What do I do when there are no fishing boats? Oh no, there is a fishing boat. Panic over. Don't worry. We don't have to come up with an answer to that just yet. Oh, for a second, I thought the game was going to say I couldn't have any more fishing boats. I was going to get very confused and grumpy. I say when I've had enough fishing boats. You don't get to say that. Happiness may start to become a bit of a problem now. But equally, why don't we see how far we can push this? Again, probably a very good reason why we shouldn't do that, but I refuse to learn to sense. Oh, you can't build a harbor here. Is it because there are cliffs all the way around? That's really mean. Oh, I was going to use that land. Never mind. Wonders of the ancient world. That's Angkor Wat. That means we have 7. Capital looks even more wonderful than before. And now the empire fractures. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have settled so much. Oh no, that's really bad. We'll take the happiness penalty in cities because I think I can undo that more. This may become a bit of a problem. Maybe I went a bit too hard on the settling. No, we're just about all right, actually. That's fine. What do we need? Copies of gold. Copies of gold actually would help me substantially. Napoleon has some gold. Franklin has some gold. Champa does, but it's out of range. That's 2 copies of gold. Hey, that's 2 happiness in every settlement. That's 20 happiness total. Don't discount how useful that is. Purchase, merchant, purchase, merchant. Go and solve my problems with gold, please. Thank you. Why more military city-states? I've had enough of you. Gate of all nations. Woe to anybody that tries to attack me now. Yeah. Not gonna work. Oh, future civic. That's good. Oh no. Okay, the revolts are happening. Oh, and it's gonna be expensive fixes. Yeah, we went too close to the sun here. That's a lot of them. Okay, instead of fishing boats, for a second, unbelievably, we're gonna be doing anything that gives us happiness. So, for instance, there's a tile here that gives me +1 happiness. That means that this settlement is no longer in the problem territory, which is great. You can always replace these tiles later. Yeah, look, do you see? This takes me to -1 there. Expansionist point. 1 population in all towns. Here we go. We can get ourselves out of the problem. -5 in this one. Oh, but a source of gold. That's 1 happiness in every settlement. And another one there. That's +2 happiness. We might be able to get ourselves out of this problem just by paying our citizens. Maybe. Stranger things have happened. Sanchi, Stupa, Oracle. They're all being built now. And a wildcard point. Oh, can I get something that gives me happiness? Yes, I can. 1 happiness in settlements for each resource assigned to them. That's good. I've actually managed to reduce it to only 3 settlements that were unhappy. This is one of them. I guess I could build some villas and some altars to get me out of that problem. Actually, the villa is not a bad option because of the influence as well. So there we go. This settlement is now happy. That's only 2 are unhappy. Let's just fix this one. This is on -2. Okay, we'll sort that one out. And the one down here, yeah, that quarry just keeps getting blown up over and over and over. Who are you at war with? I'm not going to war with the pirate. No. Sorry, Franklin. That's a big no from me. Conveniently, I am going to start building boats though, because I don't trust this. There's another source of gold here. I didn't notice that. We can get through this even better than I thought, or at least until the crisis hits again, which it will. Buy myself a granary, which in itself gives 1 happiness, and then the gold, I believe, sorts the problem out. Yep, everyone is positive now. Huzzah! Goodness me, I'm good. Just so talented. Future Tech, Future Civic before turn 100. Lovely. Oh yeah, I was building Monk's Mound. I forgot about that one. How many wonders have I got now? 11. Nice. Pyramid of the Sun. The blue wonder next to the red wonder. That's a pretty little symmetry going on there. Paradigm shift. Okay, now I'm really hoping we can survive this one because we have a wiggle of 0 happiness in my least happy town. Okay, no, this is just capital happiness. That's fine. Yeah, this is good. Oh, we can so comfortably get rid of that because I've got all my resources in the capital, so it's on tons. Yeah. Oh, easy. What were we even worried about? I don't know. We can actually do a local festival for more happiness as well. But it's perfect. Oh, well, Napoleon. For once, that is actually quite useful. Mondo, Perdido. The thing is, if you build all of them, you kind of forget what's what. 10 turns. This one is science on improvements and happiness on districts in tropical terrain. Oh, well, it's not much. Never mind. Oh, imagine if the reef counted as tropical terrain. Oh, imagine. That would be ridiculous. Okay, it's probably best it's not. That would be quite powerful. Another military city-state. Could you please stop giving these to me? I have too many. 3 technology. Oh, I'm going to do that next turn. I'm going to do the sneaky thing of just letting the turn roll over. Yeah, let's do that. Shift, enter, let the future tech finish itself like it has. Go and select the technology future tech and now pick receiver 3 technology and it gives it to me again. There we go. Sneaky, but the best way of doing that. Ooh, I'd like to go down this direction. Let's go production towards constructing wonders and first economic point. Okay, now we can panic. There are no fishing boats in my capital anymore. What do we do? What's even the point? I don't know. I mean, I've got resources here, but I haven't improved all game. This is ridiculous. I quite like the idea of putting in a 5 culture specialist into my unique district because that kind of stacks the next stage. So that's good. Halicarnassus. Okay, it's not the other mausoleum, but I did get one of the mausoleums. So, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. 14 wonders. Tonga time. 8 players. Deity. Just, just casually. Wasn't even trying to speedrun it. And yet we did. Spam some merchants now, just so I've got them for the next stage. Apparently at some point we got more camels. I kind of have to explain this to myself. Like, where do we get these from? I don't know. Don't complain. Just accept the camels into our lives as our lords and saviors. Don't get the hump over the fact that we have got so many camels. Spada, another source of gold, just to really help get us out of the problem. Oh, I'm so tempted to put another settlement down, but I'd just make the problem even worse. These 2 poor settlers are just standing patiently, waiting for the last turn of the age. Quite like specialists, actually, and my city's finished and fleshed out, so I might start putting focuses in some of these towns. 73 food, you say? That's rather wild. I love it. Let's make you into a fishing town. 85 food now and send it back to the capital. You have reefs still. You don't. Fishing town, 72 food. This one again, another 77. This one, 55. 66 food on this one. We'll let this one grow. So now the capital has 209 food. We've got 150. We've got 163 and 166. I actually didn't look at the continent split before we did this. Yeah, a couple of them. Like, actually, this city isn't connected to any of them. Whoa. Whoopsie. Okay, well, I might as well just let you grow them. Okay, done. One last culture celebration. Resource capacity in cities. I like that. There you go. You can throw some cool stuff in now. I think I might just start buying some villas in various places now as well, just for extra influence, but also the happiness. No point hanging on to the money. You might as well let it go. Elsa style, Actually, here's a question. Where's the unhappiest places? Sort of Dutch. Jono. Can we push this just above? I think we can. Might be able to early settle a couple of these towns. What on earth is early setty? I don't know. Another military city-state. I have to start putting those away. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I think I can get away with it. Let's go for a slightly early settle. -6. That's nothing we can't deal with. Fishing keep. Then the harbor and a cheeky ivory just for a small bit of happiness there. And a reef. Oh, don't mind if I do. You are already on just -3. It's pretty good, that. It's pretty good. You know, a couple of things might set on fire this turn, but, you know, if only one thing sets on fire per turn, that's pretty good. 24 gold's worth of damage. You know what? I think I can handle that. That's fine. We've already got 48 yield on a single tile, so in exploration, that will immediately give us a point towards enlightenment. Very good. And an expansionist. Oh, yeah, of course, because I need more yields. There you go. Even more. It's probably going to be gold per turn. Hits up 418. I'm getting now. Lovely. Oh, go on, man. I'm just going all in. Throw it all in for the 12 points comfortably before the end of the age. This is minus 11. Oh, all right. You're a tiny bit angrier than the others. Not uncontrollably angry, but just admittedly angrier. Fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Already at minus 7. How many are going to be really, truly angry with me now? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 settlements all revolting. I mean, sorry, you are revolting. No, not that you are revolting. Look, don't worry about it. I know what I mean. I love you all. I promise. Cough. The nice thing about settlement revolts is that there's not enough of the age left for them to actually disappear. Yeah, you go in 10 turns. Sure. Hey, whatever makes you feel good, okay? Look at my insane yields compared to everyone else, by the way. Ugh, there's something about the archipelago map. The AI rarely seems to be able to settle very well. Did you just take some of Blackbeard's land, Franklin? You absolute rogue. Yeah, fair play. Fair play. The coming of dawn. Look to me. On the dawn of the 5th day, I will end the crisis. Maybe. If I can be bothered. You know what? Not a bad capital. Not a bad capital in antiquity. You have to love it. What would I do with this game? It is perfectly set up for either Hawaii or Majapahit. Both would be incredible in exploration. My goal today, though, was to show you how ridiculously broken getting basically infinite gold at the beginning of the age was by super scouting with Tonga, and I think I've probably achieved that. Let me know if you want to see more overpowered strategies. I've got a few. You might enjoy them. Oh yeah, we've almost got to the point where everyone else's points added together are not quite as much as I've got. I mean, not quite. 17 points between them to my 12. So technically I'm 5 behind, but you know, I'll take it. I'll take that as a win. Hang on, one more thing. I just wanted to very quickly show you what the game looked like as Hawaii, because it was very silly. Food and gold on featureless ocean terrain, and 1 happiness on all marine terrain. Culture every time we expand to marine terrain. And of course, we get to keep all of our traditions, which means that our boats are still ridiculous. Yep, all of the reefs, they're still giving all the science. All of the fishing boats are still giving all of the production. This is literally turn 1. Look how much higher my yields are compared to everyone else. And that is before, by the way, we get to any of the good stuff, like food and culture buildings, or culture on marine terrain, or happiness on marine. There's just so much here. Hawaii, when they started the game, were considered by many to be overpowered, and then they received probably a well-deserved nerf. But yeah, now that Tonga's in the game, don't worry, they're very much back as being ridiculously overpowered, and I, for one, am here for it. I really am. By the way, this is just giving me culture every time I put down a tile. Just like every single one. There's piety. I literally haven't even started, and I've already got my first civic. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to put this down now. I can work ocean. I've just realized I can work ocean. That's why there's so many extra tiles to work. Oh no. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, and I love it. I love it so much. Right, I've got to put this down. Hey, before this video ends, I just wanted to thank you watching. Yes, you. Thanks for watching my stuff. It's my absolute pleasure having you as a viewer. The time you spend watching this video empowers me to drain YouTube of its advertising revenue, and for that, I am eternally grateful. I am but a parasitic Englishman sat in a Cumbrian home draining the vast revenue fields of California, and you are my leeches. Yes. So thank you very much. I guess I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Clibben Thirdas, Poppy Dude, The Nickerman, Mushkin Mandletort, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Toon General, Capo Yobby Virani, The Uncivil Engineer, Radiatore, Debo91, Dan Jamo, Slither Alley, Scott Stratton, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Teddy's Ursa, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Morax, Sinikush, Echo Bear, Legally Trash, Sorted Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Bob Tway, Abstract Fun, JB Genius, Arctic Fox, Bookaluk79. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!